Cyberpunk 2077, Blackout No. 2 is part of the Dark Horse comic series set in the Cyberpunk universe. The story takes place in the same dystopian world as the popular game Cyberpunk 2077, a future where corporations control everything and technology shapes every aspect of life. Instead of focusing on famous characters from the game, the comic introduces new characters living in Night City and struggling to survive in a brutal and unfair system. The story follows Arturo, a braindance technician who works in the cyberpunk industry repairing and editing braindance devices. In this world, braindance technology allows people to experience someone else's memories or sensations. While it can be used for entertainment, it is also often used in darker ways, including addiction, manipulation, and even torture. Arturo is one of the people responsible for maintaining this system, but he slowly begins to realize how damaging it can be. Arturo's life is far from perfect. He works for a company that only cares about profit, and the people around him are struggling in their own ways. One of the people close to him is AI Beta, a former edge runner who once lived a dangerous life in Night City. Their relationship shows how difficult it is for people in this world to escape their past. Around them are other characters dealing with addiction, crime, and corruption, which helps build a realistic picture of life in a cyberpunk society. The comic explores the darker side of braindance technology in particular. In Night City prisons, braindances can be used as punishment, forcing prisoners to relive their own deaths repeatedly. This disturbing idea shows how technology in the cyberpunk world is often used not to improve life, but to control and exploit people. When a blackout disrupts the system, it reveals just how brutal and broken this punishment system really is. As the story continues, Arturo becomes increasingly frustrated with the system he works in. He dreams about using braindance technology in a positive way, helping people overcome addiction and trauma instead of exploiting them. Unfortunately, the company he works for has no interest in this idea. Their business model depends on people staying addicted and trapped in virtual experiences. When Arturo tries to interfere with the system to help someone, it only makes things worse for him personally. Eventually, Arturo decides that the only way to escape his situation is to take a huge risk. He plans a bank heist in Night City, hoping that the money will allow him to start a new life and build the kind of braindance business he believes in. To do this, he needs a team including skilled criminals and trusted allies. This decision shifts the story from a slow character drama into a high-stakes cyberpunk heist. The heist element adds tension to the story, but the comic still focuses heavily on character motivations and moral choices. Unlike traditional action comics, the focus here is less about explosions and more about the psychological struggles of the characters. Arturo is not a typical hero. He is flawed, desperate, and sometimes makes questionable decisions. This complexity is what makes the story feel more realistic and interesting. Another important aspect of the comic is its atmosphere. The world of cyberpunk has always been known for its dark tone, and Blackout fully embraces that style. Night City is shown as a place filled with crime, corruption, and hopelessness. Technology may be advanced, but society itself is deeply broken. Many characters feel trapped in their lives, constantly trying to escape but rarely succeeding. The artwork in Cyberpunk 2077, Blackout No. 2 also plays a major role in creating